level.
Very aggressive.
Very aggressive. I like it. You're not welcome here, Bill.
It's okay,
Bill, you're not welcome.
because,
Because you're banned from here.
no, that's not true.
Bill, Bill,
If you call the police, there's a problem with me being here, okay? Because if I'm not supposed to be here, I have to hear from the police that
no,
I.
you're not here. You're here from us. Out,
No,
hit the road.
no, we're talking to the lawyer, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, what line is that?
Well, I'm not giving any names right
They're
there.
just gonna send us a letter? We can ban, you can be banned from meetings.
Actually, it's not true.
It is true.
You know what the, Committee on Open Government is?
I know inside out.
You give them a call, because I just called them last week.
Did you really? And what did they say?
You give them a call. Ask them if you're allowed to ban somebody from.
We've been calling them about you for years.
You can my name.
Yeah, good number.
No, I'm here for the, I'm here for the, CAC meeting.
Yeah,
It's not a common council meeting, Tom.
doesn't matter.
That's what you said in your letter. You're banned for common council meetings. Remember that?
Hey. Gosh, I didn't know.
Good job. Don't call me unnecessary disturbance, Tom. Wait.
This is for the committee.
So where's the public supposed to sit?
Right here.
You're sitting over there. You can't see the screen.
You don't have to see the screen.
You mean I don't have to? You don't want me to, or I don't have to?
You don't have to. You're not missing anything.
Rich, where do you want me to sit? Where would you like me to sit? I mean, I don't want to be in the way here, but I do want to see this screen in case anybody's talking.
Well, then sit on the right flag.
Really? I mean, if it's a public meeting, you gotta have spaces for the public to sit.
Quiet.
I walked in and there was a seat over there.
So there is one there. Sit down and-
You don't want the public here.
No, we stop you here.
Well, this is a great seat for me, right in front of the screen.
Is that the thing?
Yeah. Rich, there are markers. You can have no public comment. But has to apply equally.
That's right, we have no quorum here today. Right, there's only four of us out of, there's only four of us out of nine.
Nine now.
I think we're nine, I think we're at full nine. Greg Hillary, Michael, Hillary. Greg Hillary, Michael, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 6. Who's not people are saying the same. Well, we have to.
We have to find it first.
We have to have a quorum, so who else on this? And that's this, yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We only 7, no. We're missing Hillary. Marie.
Michael.
Michael, so it's 4, yeah, so it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we're only 8 out of 9, yeah. And so a quorum is what, is a quorum out of? It's 5, right? Fine, so 1, 2, 3, 4, all right, fair enough. Is it quorum based upon the full total 9 or only the 8?
Well, does anyone, has Maria, she resigned?
Marie's with us still.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got an email from her today.
Based on the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess it's core based on what we should have, what we actually have.
Oh, no, what you actually have, what you actually have.
Fine. All right, fair enough. All right, folks, so, so then what does that mean? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we don't have a 4.
Yeah.
Fine.
Regardless.
Regardless. Okay, fair enough. All right, never mind. I'm just double checking. All right, so this is just gonna be a status update. It's 6:05. We'll call the meeting to order. Anyone, second, great, call to order. Okay, Linda, is Linda there?
Yes.
Linda, do we have minutes from March or am I missing something? You're on mute.
I didn't get them to you.
Okay, no big whoop. I was just making sure it wasn't me. So,
No.
So next month. Okay, great. Thank you. And the other admin issue, just to let everyone know that this past week, in order to accept the grant money from Bridge Project, we set up a bank account at Bank of Greene County with the Hudson Development Corp. Myself and Phil Foreman. And the purpose of that is so that we receive the grant money in. And it just makes that a little bit easier and quicker. And the other good thing is that if we wanted to take in other money for like donations or things like that, and the city entity, we actually can't do that. But if we did it through the nonprofit of the Hudson Development Corp, then we can take money in, similar to Friends of Hudson, we take some money for the youth department. So that's a nice thing. And we did this a while ago for the first Earth Day, when we had a GoFundMe and we raised money that way for tree planting. So this is just similar to what we've done in the past. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Great. All right, so last month, Ryan Wallace was here giving us a presentation on the solar panels and municipal hardscapes. On municipal hardscapes. And from my understanding, Vanessa and Michael Hare were giving him contact, maybe yourself, Josh, were giving him contact information on any sort of, no.
Not me, but I know they were.
Fine, fair enough. So Vanessa, I don't know if there's any other update on it, but I can circle back with Ryan Wallace to see if there's anything else that we have to do, but from my understanding.
I did find out that to repair the roof. That he wants to put solar on down at the sewer treatment plant,
Right.
would cost over $250,000.
To repair the roof on this,
It'd have to be redone completely, yeah.
I'm sorry, which roof is that again?
The sewer treatment plant, the garage,
The garage and
The solar panels were not going on the roof, right? They're gonna go on the land beside it, is that?
I'm sorry, but no.
They were going to go on the roof? Okay.
Okay.
I think I missed it.
Hello. Hey,
Just so from my end, I'm not the solar person and I'm at capacity with volunteer things, but I did pass along a number of solar companies in the area that he wanted recommendations for to get different bids from. So I sent in my 2 cents, and then I believe Michael O'Hara maybe continuing that conversation with him, but I'm not the solar person. So that's the extent of my knowledge of that.
I will send an email to Ryan and CC everyone and see if there are any other next steps about that. Okay, next is the tree ordinance. I've noticed that some of you have gone through, I mean, I've read through the tree ordinances that are in the shared drive. So Britt and Hillary have draft tree documents, as well as there's tree ordinances from Village of Rhinebeck and Saugerties in there as well. The idea is to combine the best of all of them to put together a tree ordinance here for the city of Hudson. So I think we're gonna give it like one last call for anyone to go through and make comments. And then what I'll do is then put through a draft that I'll take people's comments, and then we'll work for one draft going forward. How's that? Good,
Sounds good.
sounds good, okay, great. Yeah, so I'll send an email to everyone, like last call on the tree ordinance, if you have any comments. Or just read through them, because the next meeting, we can actually have like a real conversation about it. We'll put together one draft and then move forward. Okay, great. In terms of the tree grants. Britt has been working hard with the Partners for Climate Change. Partners, what is that for, climate change?
Climate action.
Climate action, oh gosh. I'm sorry.
He's heard the opposite.
Partners for Climate Action, that's my bad typo. For climate change, sorry. Where was I? Okay, so Britt's been working on the grant, so all the hard updates are that all the tree locations have been selected with various species. We are finishing up the grant red tape, part of that was getting the account set up last week. She plans to do the planting, at the end of April. And I believe that we need another resolution for the common council, or are we done with that? Anything else have to happen on that end?
For which planting?
End of April
I think so.
for vendors.
Oh. I mean, isn't that up to them if they?
Well, actually, okay, so now if the tree grant money is actually going to the HDC
Yeah.
and not directly into, fine, so it's not no longer an issue, right? Fine, that makes sense, we'll do it.
Yeah, you go through whatever HDC has in terms of procurement process.
Fine, okay, fair enough. All right, yeah, because the money's coming into HDC. All right, then that's the answer to that. Great,
I know on the climate action side that the organization has everything that's needed, so I think we're all square.
so everyone, okay,
Longer process than expected, but I think everything's set.
okay. Great. And then there was a meeting with the DEC. Right, am I getting that right? The guidelines were reviewed, I think we're fine on all that. There's a mixer tomorrow, would you like to talk about that?
Sure, in Poughkeepsie, there's a climate action mixer from 4 to 7 at the Academy in Poughkeepsie. Please join us if you're interested. There'll be, the first half will be state and federal funding opportunities. We have some from the DEC and some from the EPA talking about what the grant landscape looks like right now. And then the second half will be more of a social mixer. Great, cocktail hour.
Thank you. The heat pumps scope document, I filled that out based upon conversations from last month. I've sent that over to Christina. I forget where she's from.
On sec, on the capital.
Yes, how about that? Yes, that sounds good. I sent it over to her, I bounced it off of her, that will then go to, I want to say NYSERDA website, does that sound good? And then we have to pass a resolution on that before we're officially in the heat pump program, which means that, which means what? Which means that we get like social, we have to like promote it via social media and things like that. And that once the city, once we get X number, I want to say X number of people signed up with heat pumps, the city gets X number of dollars. So that's the plan with that. And there's tons of like grants and tax credits right now for that. The
Contribute to finance work? Numbers?
yes, that does, I'm sure that there is. I can go back and double check on that, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure there's. Yes.
Is there any kind of like written info, pamphlet, literature, QR code, something that I could either post to social media or for the Earth Day tabling event that I could have on that?
Yes, I am waiting for her to give me okay on the scoping document, and then I actually have some of the whatever, I think we get like a link or we get like a QR code or something, so as soon as she okays that, then I will forward you the documentation on that.
Okay, yeah, any promo for that event, anything, I'm happy to put on the table.
Yes. And we might ask for printing services from the city, that's okay. Thank you. We had an item on the agenda, Friends of Oakdale Lake. There was a ask, I have connected with, I asked Peter Frank, and that is no longer an ask, so that has been done. And that is moved to the closed tab of the agenda. Which, by the way, any, right, as you know, any of the items that are off this agenda will go to close. Project management fee for street tree planting. I think we're gonna hold off on that. I think that's all with HTC, that's actually, so that's not one of our issue here. Spring Arbor Day, which is the plan is for the end of April, April 28th. Britt said she's still on target with that end of April planting day. The fall Arbor Day, let's get through one Arbor Day first. So fall Arbor Day, we're gonna hold off on. We have another item on the agenda, which is just a placeholder for the city parks director. So we are still going to hold on to that until budget time. Thousand Cities campaign.
No updates. We are still waiting on the final RFP for our comprehensive / climate smart, not climate adaptive plan. Still in essence.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for working.
Mhm.
Climate vulnerability assessment, climate action planning, Josh? Is that you?
It's the Cornell process, like some of us sat in on the initial webinar and Hudson has signed up to be part of that program with Columbia County, other municipalities within the county. There's a survey that they've asked us to complete, which I started to complete and realized we need some more information. It asks how entities like the police department and the fire department and the code officers and others will be involved in the process and who the point people are for each of those. I don't know if we're required to have someone from each of those areas included or not, but I sort of got stuck there. So we should discuss what that process looks like.
So what is their level of involvement? Do we know?
It does, I mean, the survey doesn't specify. I don't recall that being part of the initial presentation that they gave, but I think once we complete the survey, they can invite us for a conversation about what the process actually looks like for us.
Is that because it's considered like an emergency management function? Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so are we good with completing the survey for first step at least?
But I mean, I can pull just some names from the municipal website.
If you want to connect with me, I can probably help you with that.
That'd be good, yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right. So good.
And my follow-up question is, do we need to give those different departments a heads up that we're doing this process or?
They might not.
Yeah, I mean, let me take a look at the survey questions and then see who would be the best and then contact them. Okay.
Yeah.
Always do that.
We don't know, right? We don't know the extent of their involvement.
Right.
So.
But they probably haven't considered emergency management in each department.
Right.
They probably have somebody who knows about it.
Yeah, I don't know. We have decided here on the agenda, but I think we have no update on this one. The 7th Street infill material under the pond. Vanessa, do you have any update on that or no? No.
I told you I asked Rob.
Sorry, can you repeat that question?
The 7th, the infill Underhill Pond.
I don't have any information there. I did drive by on the way to something and saw that DPW was there maybe last week or 2 weeks ago, but Desi, can you get out of here? Sorry. I saw that they were doing something with excavators and everything, but I didn't have time to stop by and ask. I was on my way to a job. So I don't know. But I imagine that they are probably reinforcing the back of that hill or clearing out some of that. I don't know. I don't have any, I don't want to speak for anyone.
Fair enough. All right, so then Earth Day, April 22nd, that weekend. I know we had a few ideas. I have the farmer's market table reserved. Ideally, it'd be great if we had someone there. I have the banner. If we could talk maybe about heat pumps or anything else, or even just some generic information about the CAC and get people to more involved. Does anyone feel like staffing the farmer's market table?
This is
The 22nd.
a Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One second.
I thought Hillary volunteered for that last month.
oh. Thank you, Linda.
You're welcome.
Yes, all right, so Nathan and Hillary, okay, so the plan is like, we have the CAC banner. It'd be great if we could tell people about, we have, Arbor Day, which will be happening the following weekend. We have a fall Arbor Day, which we still are looking for people who want trees to be planted. Hopefully we'll have information on heat pumps and even just general information about the CAC. So, yeah. It'd be great just to have a presence. Perfect.
That was for that was for the farmer's market, right? Not the Earth Day event at the waterfront?
Right, that's gonna be right, not here, but I think Vanessa's gonna be by the waterfront, is that correct, Vanessa?
Yes, I will be down at the waterfront that day. And then I don't know if I made this up or not, but Josh, did you say that you would be able to help tag team that with me?
I will try to help tag team that. Yes,
Okay,
that sounds good. I plan to be there anyway, and we can coordinate.
And what time is that event, Vanessa?
I have to double check, but I want to say 10 to 1 or 2 or 11 to 1 or 2, something like that. I have to double check. Too many events in my head right now, but I will be there for the whole time. And I'm sure that, you know, if I need to just run to the bathroom real quick, that it'll be, I should be amongst neighboring tables of, you know, other organizations, that I think it'll be fine.
So should we, okay, I'm sorry, Nathan, what were you gonna say?
I'm sorry, I was,
Oh,
I'm sorry, I got the text and.
do we wanna do two places? Or should we just have everyone in one place? What do you think is more better? Or, I mean, should we? Do we have Vanessa down by the waterfront and people at the farmer's market? We always do the farmer's market another day. I mean, it would be nice to have a presence at Earth Day, but.
I like the idea of the farmer's market in the morning and the waterfront in the afternoon.
Yeah, because I think the waterfront is gonna be going on a little bit later too.
Goes to 4, I think. I don't know when it starts.
All right, and I could bring you the banner down there to the waterfront, Vanessa, right at the farmer's market.
Okay,
So,
perfect. Yeah, that was what I was gonna add, like, how do we be in 2 places at once with the banner? That works, though. That would be great.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
What time does the afternoon start?
Well, Vanessa was saying we don't really know.
I thought it was 10 to.
Wait, I have to double check. My calendar brain is crazy.
Yeah,
Day.
Yeah.
event.
my guess was, I thought it was later on in the afternoon too. But, could be wrong.
I will look it up right now. But I want to say it kind of overlaps with the later half of the farmer's market.
Right.
Yeah, so we can switch locations.
11 to 4.
Okay, yeah, so. Farmers market's 9 to,
9 to 1.
so just do 9 to 11 something. And-
Right, yeah, whatever, however, you know what, I'll leave it to the three of you, you, Vanessa, however you wanna work it out. I have the banner, I'll bring it to the farmer's market. We'll get some flyers made up, and then it's a party.
Are you gonna be themed cookies that day? Farmer's market?
You got what you get. Let's see what happens. Do some birthday cookies. I'm doing Ukrainian cookies this weekend for another event. Anyway, all right, so that's that. Where are we? Okay, so climate smart, that's a whole other ball of wax, which I don't think we've delved into yet. I think if I put all the information that we had into the folder as a shared drive. But I don't know where we're at with that. I think we need another.
You and I working on.
Started, but it is a more significant task than I initially anticipated. I feel like of the people here, the two of us are probably the more climate-y interested. Are you interested in diving into some of the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Understand where we are, where
Yeah.
it is, and then.
We're at bronze level,
I need
but
that.
yeah.
I was- David, we've done the easy checklist stuff, but have not done anything more. Based on sort of like stuff that's already happening, basically, is what I would describe our current
we've had starts and stops, so I'll send you, I'll put those spreadsheets into the share drive, so you know what I mean. So you know where we're
I
at.
think I found a couple earlier. Is this-
Oh, maybe, yeah. Michael and I have gone through them in the past, and I think where we're at, but even
That's
just.
okay.
Even just identifying what our next task can be is a task, is a major task. Yeah. But you had talked about government audits.
Yes, I've started on that, and I have not had time to, I feel like it's probably like I don't know, solid day's work at some point for someone, might probably need, but it's going to be a lot of like going around and gathering a bunch of stuff from a bunch of people. But a lot of which I have, because Michael O'Hara actually sent well,
Okay.
a whole bunch of budget documents and exports from I think he's been collecting of energy usage by department, but I haven't.
Okay,
It's that plus a whole bunch of other work, so actually. The thing that the state would then want, then get credit.
it really needs its own dedicated
Yeah,
committee group of people who are working on it.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
and I think it's, for me at least, it's like, there's a few of us holding each other accountable to
Right.
doing the volunteer work.
At one point, we were meeting once a month.
Yeah.
Just separately. It was helpful, but still, it's.
Yeah, we are all, I think, doing lots of stuff.
Okay, and I know we have this on agenda. Is there a city streetlights project?
Yes.
Yes.
And is that? Is that-
We are awaiting a contract back from National Grid to purchase the lights from them. Once that happens, then basically the clock starts on when we can start the project.
Okay, I only put it down because it is a climate smart thing.
Yeah.
So, and I remember that the city was working on it. a while ago. Right, so it's a process.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, so I think that. That's all I have in terms of. We just have a bunch of other issues, which just to like keep on the radar, but I have no other. Updates.
I just looked it up and the Earth Day waterfront event is from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. So set up at 10 and break down by 5.
So we'll bring you the banners and whatnot at like 1.
Sure. I'll just like have a pretty tablecloth and flowers and things in the front. And I feel like I know enough people that they'll just walk up to me and then I'll explain what I'm doing there.
My feeling too is that event will probably get more popular in the afternoon anyway.
Yeah, I think so.
So I don't think we're gonna miss much if we're not there early in the morning. My guess is that it's more like an afternoon event, but.
Yeah. Can I give a little just update on social media stuff?
Oh, yes.
I was working on a set of tiles, I figured that we need to do some more outreach for some new members of the CAC. So I just wanted to confirm that people can join and apply, submit their letter at any point at the year, or do they have to wait till the term cycle end?
Anytime.
Anytime, okay. So
We are
I-
one person down, we're one person down,
one person, we only need one position left?
right?
Oh,
We're at-
okay.
We're 8 out of 9, yes.
I don't think there's any limits on the size of the council if you wanted to expand.
Oh, I thought that that's in the charter.
I don't think it is, but I
Oh,
can.
there's one that- oh, look. Oh, it's not.
Well, either way, I wanted to kind of I realized when I talked to a lot of my own friends that they don't really know what the CAC is. And so I just wanted to I put together a set of tiles, Instagram tiles that just kind of like, what is the CAC? What do we do? What does being a member really entail? Like who's on here? Just kind of like the who, what, where, when, all that. So I'll send that over in an email to everyone for any edits or whatever. But I figure we should just be looking for more members or volunteers, right? We have a lot of things happening.
Yeah, we could always use more members of the volunteers. I mean, I almost kicked myself because, well, they did, because at the I saw it melt down at the,
Hudson Hall.
right, at Hudson Hall. And we probably should have had a presence there, you know, like all these events, like for instance, at Earth Day down there, yes, it's great that we have a presence there, but. Anytime when there's some sort of like climate related, event that happens here in town, we should probably have, I mean, if we even had like CAC. I don't know, postcards or something that we could leave out so people can get in touch with us, business cards, something, you know, that it probably wouldn't be a bad idea.
Sorry, I stand corrected. The CAC shall consist of no less than 5, but no more than 9 members.
Correct,
Okay, so we only need one, there's a position for one person.
right,
Okay, well, maybe we don't need to make a whole Instagram outreach. We could just kind of, anyway, I'll think about this and send you all an email on my thoughts. But
Right.
I also just wanted to let you know, we had 46 more followers since last month, so that's cool.
great. Thank you, yeah, no, it's great, Vanessa, thank you very much for doing that.
I've been enjoying them as well, Vanessa.
Yeah.
Okay.
they're good.
Cool. I know I would wish I could show up in a lot of other ways, but you know, I figure I'm on my phone anyway, so.
I hate
That's
posting Instagram, so I'm very grateful that you're doing that. Thank you.
Yeah, of course, it's fun.
Thank you. Okay, anyone?
I had a question.
Oh, yes, there were a couple other issues, go ahead.
And it relates to, I could relate to climate smart certification too, but has Hudson explored community choice aggregation before? CCA, I know other municipalities.
Yes, we have had conversations with a few groups that were interested in implementing a choice aggregate model for Hudson. I can't say I know where that's fallen at the moment, but I think that the conversation with the mayor have been generally positive about doing something like that.
It would require council action.
Right.
I think, yeah.
Yeah,
And what exactly is that?
Like bulk purchasing of,
Basically changing the default for how energy in town is, from whatever the national grid default is to a different default.
yeah, saying basically, as a community collectively. Organizing around and requesting that the energy that comes to Hudson comes from renewable sources.
so you have to opt out, instead of
Yeah.
opt in.
Or you could say from coal. entirely.
Right.
Like you could do.
Yeah,
whatever you
they
wanted,
ran
but-
So that's like. And a lot of other municipalities have programs like that, because you have one in New Paltz and Beacon and a lot of other comparable sites.
So is there anything we can do at the CAC or no?
We could propose.
I could propose and then draft of
Yeah.
something, I guess, for the council, but it only typically lowers the price of the supply side, but doesn't touch the demand side, so it's gonna be cheaper regardless. It's like it's a no-brainer, just
Yeah.
in general, if there's a way to organize it. For like everybody.
Michael should know about that, doesn't he? Not you, Michael Aaron.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
I know, I had a presentation recently with some folks from Poughkeepsie, and they were talking about their efforts in Poughkeepsie around that, and I know Hillary expressed interest in exploring that, and that's it too. Which made me think through it.
I could send, maybe you want to send an email to Hillary and Mike and Aaron, send you, get some traction. Yeah, or also that is interested, in maybe get some traction on it, so we could move it forward.
Very good.
Oh, no, I don't see. After that.
Hillary forwarded an item regarding another grant that's out there for tree maintenance. The street tree maintenance grant. Anyone wants to fill out a grant form? All right.
well, if the city's applying, it should go through me.
Should go through it. All right, let me follow up with Hillary on this one. What else? Oh, and then I forwarded to everyone an email that I received, maybe you got it too. Planning for Nature, which is on Monday, May 15th, here at Columbia Green. So it was a whole long email list of. It's 2 hours, so you might want to put it on your calendar, but that if it's worthwhile, if you think it's worthwhile. All right,
Sorry, just to circle back on CCA. I had conversations back last year around this time with Jeffrey Demansky at Hudson Valley Energy Group. Okay. Are they the ones that you're considering?
I wasn't sure who I know Jeff, where with his other hat, CEP.
Okay.
But, I know Good Energy seems to be the one that provides, I think, provide closer municipalities
Okay.
here, like Athens, I think, and Kosaki surprisingly might also have. There, and then Jewel was the entity further south that I'm more familiar with. As
I think the process is doing, we could put an RFP out and then see what.
Right.
Yeah.
all right, any other comments?
I have one last thing, I'm sorry, but save the date, y'all, because Oakdale Rewilding Project is back and is happening on April 29th with the rain date of the next day, the 30th, and then again on May 20th with the rain date being the 21st, the day after. Yeah,
Peter Frank just posted it with my tricks, so I'll be pushing it out to my newsletter, so yeah, and if you want to put it on the CAC. Instagram, can we put that on the CAC Instagram?
I will. I didn't want to post it today because I didn't want it to deflect from today's meeting, but yes, I will.
Okay, great,
Thank you.
all right, good. Anything else?
The other, one other like good thing that happened this weekend is the Sloop Club at Railroad Point. They just like a whole new trail that now exists out there, with mulch all over it and.
Where exactly is that?
So Waterfront Park, just south of the part of Waterfront Park that is well developed, it's sort of barely developed.
It's the, like, I don't know what you call that kind of a landmass, but it's the split between the Colarusso property and the Waterfront Park proper.
Rick's Point?
It's next to Rick's Point, there's another jut of land.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
It now has a trail I mean, there was always a trail, but now recognizable as such.
and it's open to the public, or there's gonna be doing events there.
It's open to public, I believe it's.
It's already,
It's already open city.
it just was kind of overgrown.
Adam sent me something too on this, but I didn't even know where it was.
He was busy working on some Instagram posts.
Okay. All right, yeah. So, but they're doing events there on certain days, no?
I think they're doing a once a month cleanup, there's still stuff to clean up.
And is it joint with the Sloop Club and the NAC? I'm sure.
Yes.
Vanessa?
Sorry, was there a question?
No,
About the NAC
Okay.
Center?
anything else you'd like
Oh,
to add?
nope, nope, sorry.
I'm just checking in.
Thank you.
All right. That's it. Question for you.
No public comment?
Thank you.
I think my sense